What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and EA Sports has just released some more defensive superstar abilities. Aaron Donald, I'm going to let you know right now, that ability Blitz, I'm going to go ahead and go over that. That's going to be probably one of the most glitchiest things because if you guys have been keeping up with a lot of the things that they're changing, the offensive linemen are going to be a lot smarter. So guys like me are going to have to figure out how to blitz differently because the more you blitz the same, the more memory the offensive linemen keep. Well, Aaron Donald's ability completely nullifies that, and the dude is just going to be screaming right from this. Listen, the start of Madden, this is the problem, right? Looking at it, and they also have a new ability, Relentless, we're going to go over, but looking at it right now, if you guys go back and you rewind yourselves back to Madden 20, if EA Sports left the game alone at launch and just let players do what they wanted to do, we would have, for the most part, adjusted. The problem is it has to be easier for a certain group, and I guess the core gamers that buy the game, it has to be, but if you've watched Aaron Donald play football, you know that this man, like, he just does whatever he wants. He has to be doubled. You can't give him single, like, no lineman, I don't care how good the lineman is, you cannot block this guy. Okay, so with the way that works, EA Sports tried to make it, I don't know if you guys remember, what was it, like Fearmonger last year? And he came out and he was just a beast, and people complained about it. Oh my God, he's coming right in. He's doing exactly what he does in the real NFL. Can you please stop this, EA? EA's like, all right, I got you. Toned him down, and he was never the same. Okay, now in regs, he kind of is, the same thing, but as far as Madden Ultimate Team, which is where we're going to be looking at most of these things, he was definitely toned down a lot. So as we start this off, I just want to, keep that in mind to let you guys understand, based on what they've created with these superstar abilities, and a lot of you guys like, yo, they're making Marvel characters. In my opinion, you have to evolve. Now, everybody doesn't have to like it, but if it makes sense, you can't argue it. A lot of the stuff that goes on with the abilities, they don't do what they're supposed to do, and then therefore a lot of us, we just get frustrated because we're old school Madden players and we've adapted to the new genre. And now you're telling me that because somebody cries about something on a forum, you're going to change what we adapted to, and then we have to change our schemes, and then we have to change it. It just becomes annoying. So my point of view is, if you're going to give us something, leave it the way it is. And then, we got to just deal with it. Like the armball with Zeke Elliott last year. It was a nightmare, and a lot of people complaining about it, but guess what I did? I found defenses that stopped it. That's what I did. Like, I didn't have, imagine me going and setting up an account to cry to EA Sports. Just imagine that happening and then wake up from that dream. We got to figure out how to, do certain things to counteract whatever our opponents do. If it's in the game, you know the slogan. If it's in the game, it's in the game. With all of that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at Aaron Donald. Now, he has a superstar ability called Blitz. Now, with the Blitz, like I just explained to you, it tells you everything that's going to be going on. When he enters the zone, all opposing blockers have their resistance bars wiped out. So they don't remember nothing. They don't know what's going on. It's like he just rushed the first time. So guess what's going to happen? You're going to be in the backfield for 6. Like, bruh, somebody going to fumble. It's going to be crazy. Now, to trigger it, 2 defensive line sacks. I like the fact that they're minimizing a lot of these things because it's going to make the game that much more impactful. When you make it harder to get these abilities, it gives your opponent like a little bit of a lax feel. Like, oh yeah, I could come out here and play trash defense and get away with it like most of these guys do in Madden 20. And then, it is what it is. Now, 2 sacks, it's time to party, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is really, 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 really crazy. Now, the knockout 1 down played, I don't know. So you just get out of it after you play 1 down? That doesn't make any sense. But whatever. Listen, I don't know what that is because he should keep it unless they get like a completion down the field. If he only gets it for 1 down, it looks like it's similar to the way that, Moss was with Randy Moss, where you get it for 1 play. That doesn't make any sense. I guess that what they're trying to say is that Blitz is going to be so OP that he's just going to run right in and just not care about anything. So it's going to be an automatic, sack maybe. That's why they're saying 1 down played. I don't know, but I don't like that. Because if we get the ability, it shouldn't be wiped out just because we played 1 down. That doesn't make any sense. I don't like it. Let me know how you guys feel about that. I'm not with that right there. We go over here to Calais Campbell. We already know what he's about, dude. Now, he's a run stuffer. You know what I'm saying? As far as the run stuffing action, we're going to go over some of the other things that goes on. But when he enters the zone, the ability increases win rate and block shed speed against one-on-one run blocks. For me, not too exciting especially with the fact that they said that they're going to be toning down the run game. So I probably wouldn't look for a run stuffer. I would look for somebody that has other things going on, because I believe that that would help me more if it's a little bit more of a higher spectrum of different things that they can do. If he just focuses on the run, I would have to see how he plays against the pass. Is he going to be, able to go in there, throw a guy out the way and do stuff? I don't really like that. I would probably go with Unstoppable Force or Relentless. So 2 tackles for loss gets you this. 30 offensive yards allowed. Okay, so that's fine. That's what I would expect for the blitz. Like I said, we got to see how the blitz work. The blitz better be just like Moss. If they take it away from us after 1 down, it better be just like Moss. So with the Unstoppable Force, we all know about Cameron Jordan. He's been a staple in the New Orleans Saints defense for a while. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that as well. When he enters the zone, his Unstoppable Force ability increases win rate and block shed speed against one-on-one pass blocks. So I would like this more than anything else, because you know what's going to happen? If you have Unstoppable Force, similar to what happens right now in Madden 20, he's coming, he's shedding no matter what. So if you're running the ball, whatever you're doing, the dude's coming in. If you're just focused on the run with one-on-one block attempts, I don't know if that makes you the animal that I need. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's enough for me. I may have to go away from that foolishness. I'm not going to do that. So 2 defensive line sacks, and then to get knocked out of the zone, 10 offensive yards allowed. All right? So this seems to be a little bit more OP than the run stopper, like I just explained, because it's less yards to knock you out the zone. Still, blitz is going to probably be the most OP. All right? So just to kind of keep, give you an emphasis, because when I come up with my own theories based on what EA has provided us, it's very, very simple. I just read what they're saying, and then it kind of makes sense to me. Like, all right, so when the game launches, this is what I'm doing. And then it's already in my brain, like, all right, I already know what I'm going to be doing. Let me explain it to you guys so you guys understand why I'm doing it. Then you guys go out there, completely dominate everybody, and we all have a great time. That's my sole purpose. I want everyone that's watching this that's viewing this video to be able to compete. Whichever way you decide to do it, I don't care. You're part of the fam automatically. Even if you're a hater, it doesn't matter. You're watching the video, you're going to go out there and do these things. You're going to understand what these superstar X factors mean, and you're going to win more games simply because that's just the way it works. Now, when we go to Fearmonger, remember, this is what I believe Aaron Donald had to start in Madden 20. Okay, now Chandler Jones, I believe he had like one of the higher sack ratings last year. I think he wasn't he like a guy that led the league in sack? He had a lot of sacks or something. So this would allow him to apply pressure on opposing QBs even while engaged with blockers. So for those of you guys that don't know what that really entails, pretty much as they're rushing with a guy in front of them, they can reach out and actually sack the quarterback. It's ridiculous, but it's actually something that happens realistically in football, just not a lot. You know what I'm saying? But the more skilled players are able to engage in a block and then reach out and grab a dude. Now, this can be dangerous as well, okay? 2 defensive line sacks, 20 offensive yards allowed. This can be very, very dangerous, because if you get to do a Fearmonger that's just doing whatever he wants, this is the thing about it, right? Even if you're running the ball, he can still reach through and grab the running back. Because I've used Fearmonger when it's activated, no matter what happens, if there's any player around, if he's engaged with a block, he's still tackling you. So this can be also something that's relatively dangerous as well. All right, I just wanted to make sure you guys understand that. So would that be something we possibly use? Yeah, it's possible. Chris Jones coming in with momentum shift. Now, momentum shift is something that pretty much once this gets activated, if somebody on your side of the ball offensively is activated with whatever abilities they have, it's completely wiped. So when he enters the zone, all on-field opponents are knocked out of the zone or lose any progress towards entering the zone. So if you have a player that needs to get, like, let's say Truss with Lamar Jackson, he has to get 5 1-yard rushes or something like that. If he was at like 4 and then this guy gets activated, it goes back to 0. If he was already activated, it completely wipes him. So momentum shift is a very, very huge thing. If that's only, something that you want to have happen, I'd rather more action. I don't care what my opponent's doing. I want to get savage, like, I want to blitz and just make sure I'm getting in the backfield. I don't really care about all this stuff. So you get 1 down played, so it just wipes it and that's it. You need 3 hit stick tackles or 2 defensive line sacks. So you have an option to do it. I don't care about this as much as the other ones, because the impactfulness, especially with the ones that actually stay, like Unstoppable Force and Fearmonger, you can run your blitzes every single snap the same way, and it completely destroys whatever your opponent's doing. Now, these other players have similar stuff, so it doesn't really matter. Unstoppable Force we've already seen. Unstoppable Force, Fearmonger. Now, Relentless. This is new. Okay, pretty much like I said, Relentless might be something that we go after because when you enter the zone, bro, his rush moves attempts are free. So if you guys have been paying attention to the videos that I put out, I kind of explained to you guys that the rushers are going to have a rush bar. And it's going to give you like the amount of rushes that are left, like, you know, special move thing. And then when that rush bar is out, you're just doing like regular stuff. With this, all of his rush attempts are free. So he doesn't have like a certain amount set moves. He's going to do this no matter what. So Relentless might be the glitch. When it comes to like blitz, like we showed you with Aaron Donald, that's going to be something that's one down, so it's probably going to be an automatic sack no matter what the guy does. But this right here, you can keep this unless you allow 20 offensive yards. So you get Relentless on a few linemen and you start applying that pressure. It's GG's in the chat because they're going to keep it. And if you can keep those blitzes going, you know, I think EA Sports going to do a better job. Like, 'cause I know sometimes when you went to the second half, they kind of wiped your ability if it was activated. I think they got enough feedback to know, like, bruh, we got to do better. If they keep that way and you're able to really stifle your opponent, this can be one of the glitchiest things in Madden 21. Like, absolutely, because it's going to create a whole different dimension of stuff. And, you know, with the rush bar not counting and you just continuously doing special moves, look, bro, you already know with me. You guys gonna be watching the videos. You already know I'm gonna have a fire blitz like day one of Madden. Like, I just sit in the lab for like a couple seconds and I got a blitz. So if I could put these abilities on my players and they can get that, that just make we screaming, and that's pretty much it. So everything else, you know, Khalil, Mack, Joey Bosa, Myles Garrett, these are all familiar guys that you should know. I don't know why DeMarcus Lawrence got anything because low key he sucked last season, but it is what it is. You know, he's a Cowboy. They're gonna show him love regardless. It is what it is. That's the luxury of being a Cowboy. Even if you suck, they'll give you stuff. Meanwhile, you know, TJ Watt's rating was very, very low, and they're giving him an ability of unstoppable force. Nick Bosa deserves a Relentless, but again, like I said, DeMarcus Lawrence, he didn't show me anything last year. So for me, he shouldn't be there because what happens is now in regs, you giving somebody something that he didn't earn it. You know what I'm saying, bro? And then there's other players that really did earn it that, you know, you're overlooking. You're giving Kyler Murray a 77 overall. He balled out, in my opinion, and, you know, was above expectations. And then you got a guy like DeMarcus Lawrence getting abilities. Like, bro, okay, cool. Whatever you want, just let me know. Hit me on my cell. Let me know you're going to do me dirty, EA. That's all I'm asking. But I don't think he deserved that. Cowboy fans, I'm not knocking you guys. I'm just saying it should go based on the play on the field for you to get these type of things in the game. That's all. So Nick Bosa is definitely, you know, definitely deserves it. TJ Watt, as a matter of fact, everybody else, I just had an issue with DeMarcus Lawrence getting it. You know, we already know about Fletcher. This dude's a monster. JJ Watt is, you know, he's been frequently injured, but when he plays, he's pretty decent. I can understand that. Plus, they, you know, he's just a staple in the game. They just give him whatever rating, no matter what. You know, everybody knows about Chris Jones. Daniil Hunter, pretty good. Chandler Jones, his numbers speak for themselves. Cam Jordan, Calais Campbell, and Aaron Donald. These guys are all deserving. My only issue is with DeMarcus Lawrence. And that's pretty much it. So that's the information that I have for you guys right now. I will continue to break down some more things based on the feedback that you guys give me off this video about which way we're going to go developing, you know, our defensive line. And that's pretty much what we're going to be looking to do. Keep in mind that when I break it down, I'm breaking it down based on MUT. So there may be current NFL players and legends as well. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Continue to be safe. Enjoy your day. One love, y'all.